Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute to sit right there. I'll tell you how I became a prince of a town called Bel Air. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's the Ghost Podcast. This show is 110% Scottish, so if you think we're talking too fast, then make sure to slow it down with the playback speed button on whatever platform you're listening on. And last but not least, there's definitely offensive language featured, so if you're a minor or a pussy, switch off now.
Bam.
Hi, Oceans!
Hi, Bebe.
How are you?
I'm alright. I've got a feeling that wee cat of yours is going to try and fuck up the pod. Little attention-seeking bitch.
Guys, he's wanting a wee cuddle. This is usually on nap times. I just don't know why you're not napping, you wee dickhead.
Oh my god.
Anyway, welcome back for another week, another bit of goss. The goss has been absolutely fucking piping this week, guys. I'm not going to lie. Do you like my hair today? I know I keep on asking that in every episode, but I will get it.
I
My
like
hair's
your hair
dirty
today.
again. Shock, guys. No surprise. We also start mostly every episode we're talking about my hair being dirty, but it's just Wednesday, innit? It's hump day. I will wash it after this episode because yesterday I fake tanned, and I don't know if you had a wee tiny wee rash there. Just had a wee itch today. It's a bit hay fever. I've actually been sniffly as well. Maybe it is a bit of hay fever.
The seasons have changed. It's went into winter.
Yeah. Anyway, how's your week been?
Pretty good. Obviously, there's a major thing happened in our week, and it's been kind of making the rest of my life boring. In that there's been a new person crowned in the jungle.
Guys, you know, we've been talking about it the last couple of episodes.
We've been there from the start,
We also
bitch.
dedicated a full episode, thumbnail and all, to Miss Queen of the Jungle. We predicted it. We manifested it.
Sky Marie motherfucking Wheatley.
She did her big one in that jungle, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, I can't wait. So basically we're going to include footage from the night that we watched the I'm a Celeb final.
Here
we
is
were
our-
so emotional.
No, we were like, it just really, I don't know, like everybody's seen their fucking family and all that again. It was just like, it was emotions
it hit me
101
in
when
the feelings, man. Seriously.
it was just like, it was so emotional. And then when like Sky's kids and all that, and there's like, that's what I just felt like I knew as soon as I seen that, like, obviously her kids, and there's nobody really to look after her boys, obviously like her family, but there was nobody, like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously they had to be there, but I don't know, when I seen the three of them, I just said, oh, she's definitely won it. They're having the full moment here.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I kept on saying on the night, for some reason, Tristan is getting me. I think in the last few weeks of the podcast, especially in the last few weeks of the podcast,
It's all
in the
about
last, it's all about us. In the last few weeks of the show, Tristan definitely really, really pulled it like out the bag. He kind of became a background figure and
Yeah, he
definitely
did,
being
didn't
more
he?
in the forefront. But
we always
I
knew.
fucking love Tristan, but nonetheless, Sky just had to get the fucking win.
Well done,
Like,
Queen. She did
and
it.
we were so ecstatic for her seeing her actually win,
You're
because
crying
it
your
was
eyes out.
everything she went through in those trials and everything. See, from the very first time she did that first trial, when she was dunked in with them motherfucking crocodiles, we're like, nah, she's got to win this, because she's not going to go home, like go back to that camp a single fucking night without every single star that she can possibly get. And that's the best kind of campmate. She was always energetic. She had her kind of ups and downs as well. She was obviously emotional at points. She like leaned on her other campmates. She was just like a kind of life and soul at a party sometimes, and she never gave up on a fucking challenge. So is it actually a better campmate than that?
Exactly. And what was that? Is it Julia? Is that the other co-host? Isn't it? Jules?
Yeah,
Or
Julia.
Julia. She as well, like when she was like filling Sky, and like at the end before they got crowned, she was like, you were like, we have literally so many highlights. Like well, see, when you look at all their social media, it's just been Sky. Do you know what I'm saying? She's just been the moment. She just keeps on. She just has the best moments in the whole show. She deserves to win. But I have
was a
seen
ray of
actually in her story
sunshine.
that she's been like clapping back to people trying to say like it's like rigged and all that. It's like, are you fucking serious? How can you try and say she's rigged because like this woman won it? She's then I think Sky posted basically on her story like this
Yeah, I
morning.
seen Sky reposted last year's winner, who basically posted saying, oh, it's so typical to see that people are clapping back at an influencer for winning I'm a Celeb, when she's got a big following. Like, that might lead to her doing that. But at the end of the day, Sky get put in so many challenges and put more on the, like, not to say more on the line than anyone else. A lot of people obviously gave that
Just because
absolute
she had a
most.
big social media following
But-
doesn't mean that they were going to vote for her.
That doesn't mean they were going to
What?
vote for her. there's a difference between someone who follows someone on Instagram and then someone who's got the time to sit down, watch and vote every night. So that does not correlate to her winning. And also, Sky won because who she is.
Exactly.
She won because of how she was in
Being
the
a
show.
boss, being funny, being humble, taking accountability, just doing the most.
Because that's the thing. See, throughout that whole fucking thing, Sky felt like someone you knew. Like
Exactly.
she felt. So why shouldn't she win? And it was amazing. Love the boys that were in the final as well with her. Like, it was just so nice to see. I thought, honestly, I've never watched the Australian I'm a Celebrity, but we've watched a fair few episodes.
Is that the cat talking?
That was a cat, yeah. But anyway, we've watched a fair few seasons of the UK one. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a cast more than that.
This was such a good show.
Yeah,
like,
it was
really
amazing. There was no drama. Well, there was obviously the tiniest little, like, it was not drama. It was little normal scuffles.
Small beans.
Yeah, it's
You're
because people are
starving in a
fucking
jungle.
starving. But yeah, I think that I don't think I've ever enjoyed a cast more on I'm a Celebrity in my life.
No, guys, so you obviously know me. We've been tagging her, we've been posting all those posts. We are dying to try and get her to come on the podcast. Obviously, we know we're not popping off yet. We will be. Give us a little moment, but she's got to hustle first. But I just really, really want her to come on. And
I want to hear everything about it. I've never spoke to someone who's done behind the scenes on TV. I'm excited for someone we are going to speak to when we're back home because we'll get to hear more about obviously behind the scenes of reality
We've got
TV.
some few goss, and then this week, guys, actually, I'm filming a few episodes, which is going to be like a section of the show. It's going to be called like the Bebe After Dark section of What's the Goss. Basically, all know I have been. A bitch has done the most, you know what I'm saying? So in the adult world, I have gained many friends in the adult industry that we know we were talking about it besides the point of like they have obviously wild stories, ABC. We've all heard wild stories from porn stars and things like that at this point, but they're just really fucking good people. Like some of them are just really amazing people. So I've got some really good people coming on the podcast that you guys are going to get to meet and chat about. And obviously, definitely
interview just from Bebe.
Oceanlea won't be on these ones. It'll just be me. But my guests are going to be just really. I'm really excited for it. Like I don't know. I think I'm excited just because it's like.
You're ready to show the other side of these people.
Yeah.
Like, everyone gets to see the side of them that's in the adult world, that's in the adult industry.
So it's going to get just to have a good chat and just a good gossip with them and all that. And obviously they will probably spill the beans here, there and everywhere about what they've been up to. But it's just good to actually find out what's the people like behind the, I don't know. At the end of the day, the adult world and porn and all that is something that goes around in that. It's like something that's just so
the adult world,
and I think it's good to find out the
people are still everyday people. Like they still get some fucking good stories. So I can't wait to see you interview them as well. Go and chat to them. A lot of them are just your friends, so it'll be fun to just see you talk to your mates and like kind of just get the goss. Get the goss, totally. As you say. Because at the end of the day, what is actually better? This is fine well that if you're just sitting with all your mates, there's definitely talking about who you've been with. Who you've been with, who you were with at the weekend, especially when you're younger and you're single. Obviously, we've been like loved up and kept.
My pals, I know if people watching this might not have any pals that are porn stars, but my pals are porn stars, and let me tell you, they're fucking cool people. So I'm just excited for you guys to like the people that watch this that live in a maybe vanilla world or don't really get to get the goss and all that. Oh, guys, I'm going to give you the fucking goss, by the way, and maybe give you some advice. I could maybe even try and give them some like sex advice if they wanted.
I know.
But anyway, that's the Bebe After Dark section of What's the Goss. We're branching out, baby, and we're going international soon.
So we were talking, we definitely, once the pod starts picking up, the gossip circle grows, we definitely want a confessions place, and we want a place to ask for advice as well. It would be so fun to just listen
but
to
what I think as well is really good is like we'll obviously keep on asking you guys in future episodes, but like we do want to keep on growing this, and we have the ability to keep on growing this, and that's what we're going to keep on doing. So if there's any things that you guys are like, oh, I want this in a podcast, you've never seen it before, or like different things and all that, the community page is on the YouTube. We're going to post on there, talk about it on here, send us a DM.
And people DM us anyway about it.
Exactly. So see if there's other things you want us to bring on, talk about, guests you want to try and get us on. I don't know. I mean, obviously we can give advice to some degree, take it or leave it type of shit.
Well, when we say give advice, I mean completely unwarranted. Like, do not actually ever try and hold us accountable.
Advice.
No, we're not saying it's good advice. We're just saying that when we ask each other for advice, it's often awful, actually.
Sometimes it works out.
Sometimes it doesn't, but that's the whole point. Like, that's literally what me and B do with each other. So it's just about doing that way. Yeah, everyone else. So I think the people that are DMing, just saying they're enjoying and stuff, fucking
Legends.
just chuck us a suggestion.
Somebody else, I mean, I done a 5-star review on the Spotify, right? But I've been saying that somebody actually did do another 5-star review.
You done a 5-star?
Of course I did. I was obviously the first person since we posted the first episode, obviously. But there's another person that's done it, so thanks whoever it was that left us a 5-star review on Spotify. And if you want to do the most, do it with us too.
I know, I actually love it. And I actually love the fact that everyone at DMs always says, I love the fact it's Scottish.
Aye, and that's it. And then there obviously is people that do not understand a fucking clue. Like there's folk that are turning the subtitles on, and I don't even think the subtitles are definitely not accurate.
What was the analytics? 70% of people watch with subtitles.
No, it was only 11%, but 11% still quite a lot of people.
2 seconds.
But we
2 seconds.
Oh,
Just let me fix this before we talk. I just want to feel 100%. Oh, that feels much better. Right, go for it. Perfect.
aye, but everybody obviously that's watching, like, we obviously do talk pure Scottish. We are trying our best. We've actually don't think we've swore yet, which is actually thingy.
No, I've said motherfucker like 10 times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh. Anyway, we're going to try.
Our hardest not to swear.
It's really not that we don't want to swear, guys. Like, we're pure lazy with it. Not pure lazy with the editing, but do you know how long it takes to bleep out every single word that we would say normally?
Yeah.
Hardcore. And not that we make money off this show, but like one day we might make a bag. Do you know what I'm saying? And we don't want the bag to be defaulted because we were just swearing like horses and getting demonetized. Because I have been doing the research, but I don't know. I'll let you guys know. See, when we get to the point where we actually make a coin.
I love the fact that they're just involved. We're just
because it's all secret, innit? Usually when you see people doing this, know that it's all secret. Same with the OnlyFans stuff, same with all this stuff and all that. Mate, I kind of hold my own water. My pals know most of what's going on in my life, so if I'm going to sit here and talk on this thing for a couple of hours a week, you better believe that you guys are getting the motherfucking cost, innit? And that goes way behind the scenes of the podcast as well.
Pretty much,
So like, I'm not even being funny. Like the first time we are like minted after this, guys. Like I'm not even joking. You're definitely getting told we're minted off of this, and we'll throw big massive parties in the world or something like that. I don't know. Fuck knows. You better believe I will do something fabulous. But
actually, no, you'll be showing up like that. Hi guys, guess what?
No, literally, because like, just so imagine like everybody that's just like, see the way we talk like this now. Imagine that's just like imagine like right now there's 628 people on the subscribers, right? That's quite a lot of people sitting gossiping together. And even though people are like, even though people would be like, oh, it's only fucking like it's not that many people, like still quite a lot of people. But if you put them in a room, like I don't really give a fuck. So when that gets to 100k, 1 million, 10 million, 1 billion,
aye.
It's gonna be great.
Delusion as always be. I love it.
Congratulations to Sky.
Aye, but do you know what I was just going to say? That's
Sorry,
funny.
can we just talk
about that?
Is my hair alright? I don't know what's going on with it.
Your hair's fine. I don't know what else to say. Your hair's fine. You're no fixing it. It looks fine.
Just because like I can't see what's happening.
Right. The iPad. I was just going to say, but before we move on, one thing I do like to laugh about, remember we were talking about it the other day, and I was saying that when the pod pulls up, it's so funny because me and you, as much as we're so similar, we are actually very different. Like, I'm definitely a more quiet, more reserved person. Don't really, like, I'm not as outgoing as you are. And it'll be so funny to see where that goes when the pod blows up, because you'll just be like, hi, FD, like, all singing and dancing, jazz hands. And I'll probably still
stoned
just
as fuck, red-eyed like that.
Me, I'll 100% be out with my hat on, sunglasses on, AirPods in, like, that's just me, babe. So it'll be funny to see where that goes when it pops off as well.
No, exactly. I just can't wait. I just love it, and I'm going to just keep on filling you guys in, and really, that's the goss, isn't it? That is actually the score.
It's actually funny how you
there are some guys, listen, there's males and females and queers and heres and nays and everything in between that watch this show, you know? So, no under 18s though. If you're under 18, watch this, get the fuck off this right now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not the place for you. So, during the week, right, I had to Google who this person was. So, anyway, I was on my Twitter and then I checked like my DMs, but like I get loads of DMs on Twitter, right? So like I never check it ever because there's fucking loads, right? But then there's like this person on there, and and they're like, what did we find out they are again? Because I always get it mixed up.
Ex-NFL player.
Is it NFL?
Yeah.
Is that like American football?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, they'd fucking like been sliding in my DMs, dirty dog, and by the time I'd woke up and like I'm like, what the fuck? Obviously, guys, I've got a boyfriend, not right, but like this is just fucking hilarious because that's the type of shit that always happens like on my work social medias that are over 18s, obviously.
You've got loads of boyfriends and you're over 18s.
Yeah, pay my bill, boyfriends. But yeah, he was like, he's in the DMs like, I want you now, all this crazy shit. But see, between me, he did a full conversation with himself in my DMs and then blocked. He blocked me after all.
Seen it?
I thought, what the fuck? So anyway, that's what happened. I'm not going to tell you as I don't want to get sued, but NFL played anyway, and
that's so fucking weird. But how weird are guys?
I had to Google who the fuck he was, but he had loads of followers.
So
I was like,
that is a difference between men and women, right? Because I'm a lesbian, that would never happen.
Yeah,
that would never. When about not to say that would never happen, but I've never heard the lassie just sliding your DMs, having a full conversation with themselves, and by the time you get to it, you've been blocked.
Because on Twitter it actually shows you like the DM messages, like the boom, the boom, the boom. This account blocked you.
Yeah.
I thought he's at the right time with himself. So what I think's happened is he's messaged, I've not replied, I've been sleeping. He scrolled through, maybe subscribed, maybe doing whatever. Busted
Just a
nut.
PSA: don't follow B's Twitter.
Well, I've got two. You'll not find the other one easy, but the people that want to find it will find it easy. But all I'm saying is,
it's not the kind of one that you want to follow unless you're in that world.
Yeah, unless you're wanting a bit of don't, because yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's what happened, and then after that happened during the week, and then the bad bit of gossip is, guys, on Sunday morning. So I had been borrowing my friend's car because I was going to pick her up for the airport on Monday, and I had a car, and I was going to pick her up with her fucking car, obviously, right? So on Sunday morning, my friend, remember I was telling you like a few weeks ago, my friend Shorty was doing her muscle women's competition. I don't know what it's called. It's FWBB. There's a lot of names to it.
Bodybuilding.
I think it's bodybuilding, but they're shredded. Is that still the same thing?
B, that's what bodybuilding is.
Yeah, but like
BB stands for bodybuilding.
Yeah, makes sense, right? Anyway, so I was.
Like
she'd asked me, you know, guys. Yeah, so she asked me, can I do makeup? Because you guys, one of my main talents is I used to be a makeup artist. I was like, sure thing. I never get to really doing this makeup anymore. Def was excited, fun. So I was like, I'll just come to your house at like 7 a.m, 7:30, right, on Sunday morning. Do it, and then she said it's like 30 minutes away from me. So then I was like, cool, goes to her house. Guys, I goes there and I forgot the other makeup bag. So I had my bag that had all my eyeshadow palettes in it, all that type of shit. And then I had another makeup bag that was like a big case like that had like all my face products, all that in it. I forgot the main thing. I forgot it. Gone. Fucking forgot it, right? I never realised till I got to your house all the time about to start, and I'm like, shit. So I start rushing out the door, like I need to go home and get this ASAP, borrowing my friend's car. What do I do? Reverse her car into my other friend's letterbox, and not even just like a wee tiny letterbox, a fucking concrete pillar letterbox. Oh my fucking Jesus Christ. So at this point, I'm nearly having a stroke. It was pissing down of rain.
It was torrential. Don't blame
and my
you.
friend's car, I didn't realise, obviously, she hates the noise of the fucking hazard button, like the beep, 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 beep. That
the
noise.
parking sensors.
Parking sensors. She hates it. So it's turned off. I've thought all week that I've had her car that I've been a fucking sound as fuck driver and not even had an issue with parking, not even let a sensor off at all. No, the sensors are off. Oh, guys, it was a fucking disaster. Anyway, long story short, actually, I'd only chipped the paint. So really, I'm going to have to get it fixed, obviously. My friend was totally cool with that. Thank God for her. Thank God, Marley.
Thank God, Marley.
She was totally fine with that, but I really felt violently sick at the thought that I'd actually done this.
I loved it because B loves to hold on to things that happen throughout our... Oh yeah, go for it. 2 seconds. There you go.
Continue.
I loved it because B loves to hold on to things that have happened to us. So for example, when we were like, I'd say maybe 6 years old, and I was maybe 8 years old. I lost my auntie's car keys in a field of snow, and we had to search through forever to try and find them. She held on to that one forever, loves to bring it up at any opportunity. That's fine. She then lost the fob to our old house's garage.
I never lost the fob. She tried to say I lost it. We didn't lose it. I lost it in her car. So technically, I did not lose the fob because then we found it after paying for the fob. We then found the fob in her car.
She had the fob in my car. We never owned a fob the whole time we lived in this house. So
You heard it that time.
She found it. She couldn't find it. No, she lost it and she couldn't find it. So she lost the fob, right? Point two, I lost the phone. What does B do when we were at the football? Oh, leaves her phone in the toilets. Easy. That's that one cancelled out.
I couldn't believe it, guys.
Three, I crashed my old car. Well, I didn't even crash my old car. Someone else crashed into my fucking parking spot
What
when
one
I
was that? What car was that?
See, when at my Clio. I didn't even crash my fucking Clio. I was parked at Carlisle service station, came out my car driving to Sunderland, and someone had fucking swung into a car space, obviously smacked my car, and then just kept on driving.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Anyway, I get grief for all that kind of shit. What do I get now? Nothing, because B's had way more speeding fines than me, and she also crashed
I
Marley's
haven't
car.
had any speeding fines.
Yes, you have.
I've had parking tickets that just never get paid for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Yep, sure. That's what it is. That's what it is. I wish I could fill you in that gossip. They should kill me.
So moving on from my own self-exposing gossip, you know what I mean? I'm going to gossip about somebody else. Guys, have you actually seen what is happening this week with Taylor Swift? Cheeky gal is fucking released, right?
B, first of all, see, can I just say before we get into this, I'm scared to even talk about it for the fucking Swifties.
No, that's what I'm saying. Do not put any hate on her. We're no talking
for you.
We're actually got to put a fucking Swifty disclaimer before we talk about this, right? We are no
Swicklaimer.
Swicklaimer. We are not hating on Taylor Swift right now. We are spilling the gossip.
Please don't fucking come for us.
And this is what Taylor would have wanted when she released her 31 album. We're actually giving her a little bit of promo to it, even though she needs no promo.
I know.
From our minuscule fucking establishment. So the Tortured Poets Department. Poets. So by Miss Taylor Swift. Miss Taylor, I don't know what her middle name is, but I knew it, but I don't. Taylor Janice.
Should we guess?
Janice.
Let's guess. Taylor.
Would you think her middle name is?
I don't know. We need to think of something dead southern, didn't we? Sylvia. Taylor Sylvia Swift.
Taylor Suzanne Swift.
Suzanne.
That could go. Taylor
What
Jeanette.
else? Jeanette. Oh, aye.
Right, okay, I'm going to go.
Marie.
Taylor Marie Swift. Oh my god.
What is it?
Let's find out. Taylor Marie Swift.
Taylor.
Oh, bastard. It's Alison.
It's so obvious. Taylor Allison
We
Swift.
were close, but in like genre.
And vibe.
Aye.
Close
like,
in vibe.
They would have been like, all the folk that we mentioned would have been pals with Alison at
They
school.
all went to book club. They all kept homes together.
Aye, in the neighbourhood.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's done this new album, right, guys? And she's done a Thank You, Amy. There's no fucking Amy. That's not telling you about. It's Miss Kimmy K. She's talking right about, by the way.
Fucking do right.
So, obviously, if you don't remember, basically, about like, it's about 10 years ago now. I'm not even got to lie. Miss Taylor's held on to this. I mean, rightfully so. I'm not got to lie. See, if I was that petty and that rich, I would have definitely waited till, like, I'm definitely going to use this against her one day when she thinks she's all in the clear. Miss Mama's not in the clear. And that is exactly what Taylor did. So she's waited 10 years ago. There's been all this drama with Kanye. Obviously, Kim's basically came into it because just defending Kanye, right?
No, do you know, remember what happened was Kanye put that song saying,
yeah, I made that bitch famous.
I made that
that's
bitch famous, right? But she videoed it. So that was why she was in it. Because she videoed it.
I know, she'd videoed, no, she'd released an edited version, basically, of the recording.
Wouldn't be surprised, really, would you?
Released an edited version of a recording of Kanye asking Taylor, like, for permission to say, like, I made that bitch famous in the song. That's what it was. And then that was actually edited and that wasn't true. And Taylor came out obviously and was like, that wasn't true. But obviously Kim and Kanye had this whole thing going with Taylor, and apparently it put Taylor into a massive depression for like a year and all that, because there was just,
she was getting loads of hate or something.
It was just too much, like everything and all that. And then also just like pure try to like use her in that light. And then also at the same time, do you not remember the music video that he came out with, and it was him lying in the bed with all the silhouettes of all the girls, and like literally it's Kanye, and right next to him is Taylor Swift naked, like lying on her front, and then Kim naked as well.
Does
on
it
the other
really
side.
look like her?
Like it's like spot on, but it looks like her, but she's like ghostly white. like blue white, like doesn't look well, so obviously purposely, and then Kim's like perfectly spray tanned. So in this song, Thank You Amy, there's like a part of it where they talk about saying like
That's
there's a
kinda creepy. It makes me
I'm
feel-
standing next
ugh.
to you as a bronze spray tan statue, basically, because, and I think that's what the reference is back to that music video, was
Yeah.
when she's like lying in the bed and right next to them Taylor looks like fucking Casper's
No,
fucking
right, I'm not being
hillbilly
funny.
sister.
No wonder Taylor felt fucking weirded out by that, because why is a grown ass man, like, to even right to have the drama in the first place, yeah, whatever, but to then put it in it and then like do that whole creepy in bed thing, I would feel uncomfortable with it. I would feel uncomfortable with that, I reckon.
Obviously Kim continued to talk about it 10 years ago for like maybe like a year or 2 years and all that, and Taylor really never really said much. And then a few years later, obviously Kim was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and like Andy was doing obviously his usual, like asking loads of different questions, like do you still have beef with Taylor Swift? This was only maybe like, I would say like 3 years ago max this happened, like this
Yeah.
interview. And she's like, no, beef over that, like done with that now, moving on from it and all that.
And then since then she's posted the videos obviously with North singing the songs and stuff.
Exactly. And then after that, there was a Time magazine interview with Taylor Swift, and Taylor basically talks about basically like she's not over it because like it put her to a place. Well, basically she says she's not over it, but she also thanks Kim in a sense because it also made her stronger than ever type of shit.
Well, think about it, wouldn't Taylor have been quite young then?
Yeah, Taylor
So
was
Kim's,
definitely
Kim's
younger than
definitely what Kim's in her 40s just now. What age is Kim? Maybe 44 or 45?
Yeah.
Is that about right?
I would say
And then-
Taylor's like mid-30s.
I think Taylor's 32, 33 maybe, something like that. I don't know, Google it.
Let's Google how old
But-
Taylor
right,
Swift is.
so even
oh, wait, I've
say-
still got it here.
even say-
She's 34.
Yeah, I knew she was somewhere in there. So 10 years ago, she was only the same age as you, against Kim Kardashian, who was Kim
And Kanye
Kardashian at that
West,
point,
yeah.
and Kanye West.
Yep.
So how would you feel? Like, fuck me, that's a
Exactly.
lot coming towards
So
them.
she's let it brew, let her career build up for 10 years to
Yeah,
get to a
so-
point
so-
where she's now Taylor motherfucking Swift, bitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Well, she was still Taylor Swift back then, but now it's obviously, it's a whole new level now in that.
Yeah.
And then now with this new album, she's obviously put that out and she's like, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck if it's 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 100 years ago. I'ma say what I have to say. Do you know what I mean? Sorry.
No, just have a drink. Fair play. I totally get why Taylor's felt like that. And probably why she spent that long, because she went through that whole shit of not owning her music and all that as well.
Exactly.
So she probably wanted to capitalise
She's
off
been
the bag
through
as
it.
well, I think.
Exactly.
I think now as well, she's probably just like, maybe it's something to do with the fact that Taylor's now at the age she was at when Kim was at the age she was at when it was happening.
So a lot stronger as well. We've not hit 34 yet, guys. We don't know what it feels like to be 34 yet, but I've heard about and all that. Do you know what I mean? You might be feeling a lot more powerful back then. Do you know what I mean? Saying
Aye,
some
did
shit
you
you've
want
got
to
to
say some
say.
shit?
And to be honest, what was she really saying? She's just slinging it in there. 31 songs. She's like, fuck it, this one's for you, Kimmy. And that she's gonna make him. She'll be making bank off this anyway.
Yeah.
She's just thought, you're gonna try and make money off of my name. Oh no, baby, 10 years later, I make money off of my name
Let's
and
face
your
it,
name.
the Kardashians have did it anyway, like time and time and time again, bringing up stories like years later just to get money. Even with the whole Ray J stuff, because we all know that was Chris who had they've signed a contract for it.
Yeah.
You literally get 12.5% each allegedly.
Yeah,
Or what was it we're
allegedly.
going to start saying now? We're going to start saying now, this is a lie, what I'm about to say.
Aye, we're all big fat liars right here. Everything we're talking about is lies. Don't trust us. We're filthy liars.
So basically, Kim and Ray J both get 12.5% of that. It was an actual signed deal that fucking get put through.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
put it
and
all
then-
through. They both earned over $1 million from it. Like, and then they still brought that up time and time again throughout the years, saying it was Ray J when it fucking blatantly wasn't. It was,
and then as well, this is why a lot of things, big fat liars, is coming out on TikTok and all that I'm seeing right now of Kim. Like, I love Kim and all that. I've been a Kardashian fan for years, but obviously, do you know what I mean? I can't help but tell you guys the gossip of what the fuck's been said.
and
on
as
the
well,
internet
if
at the
you're
end
going
of
to
the
say
day.
facts about other people, you've got to say facts about the Kardashians
Exactly,
as well.
exactly.
And that is in a sense it, right, cool, yous have all got to where you are through your own choices, which
Well, that's what they're saying. There could be potential of this has all been in connection with the day and all that as well, because there is lots of pictures, things that of this time when Kim was popping off, that Chris, Kim, ABC and all that were hanging round with Diddy and shit. So I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, like.
yeah, that's just TikTok gossip, isn't it?
This is just all TikTok gossip that I'm seeing and all that. But obviously, when we were reading the lawsuits and all that, from the Diddy thing, it did say at the end of it that there is a lot more people that are personally filing lawsuits in the next few weeks. So we will just see what more information's to come
Yeah.
out, because we did kind
Oh
of
my
lightly
God,
touch on it with the
didn't you
Corey
have
Gamble thing,
some-
wasn't it?
No, I don't think you've talked about Cody Gamble, have you?
Oh, did we not? Well, there's obviously this is all just TikTok lies and all that too. Big fat liars over here.
What we're about to say is all lies.
We are big liars. But yeah, I'd seen that everybody's kind of like wondering like where did Cody Gamble come from? Like how did Cody and Chris meet and all that?
Cody's had like been around Justin Bieber. He's wasn't he pictured at Kim Porter's house?
Yeah, well, he was around Justin Bieber at the time when Justin Bieber started acting erratic and all that, and basically misbehaving and all that. And then all of a sudden he's with Cody Gamble, which is just weird. Nobody knows who Cody Gamble's family is. Apparently, like there is clips from seasons which I do remember from Keeping Up with the Kardashians from years ago when they first started dating, because obviously people were asking like where Cody came from. So I think in response to that in the show, they were like asking Cody like naturally like, so where's your family? How come they never met their family? His family and all that. And he was basically saying he's not close to them and all this stuff. But basically, allegedly, big fat liars. He's like a plant. He's like FBI.
Yeah, he's there as like a watchdog, basically.
He's like a watchdog handler, and he's just basically
that's the word I'm looking for. Like a handler. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's all big fat lies alleged. You know what I'm saying? On TikTok, on the grapevine, on the TikTok vine. What used to be called Vine? That would have been actually. No,
that was the same platform, but it was the same concept.
Happening there, but there was another TikTok thing that I seen, and I think it was actually Daily Mail. So I actually think it like could actually. I think this is definitely true.
Daily Mail, but Daily
I
Mail.
think the video that I saved is Daily Mail, guys. I'll say if I'm a big fat liar or not. It doesn't really matter anyway because I'm a big fat liar. But by not fat as in physical fat, but in the essence of how big the fats are. No, the fats. How big the lies are. Chunky, right? But
I don't think
I seen this video of Kanye West, and it was basically a video. This is too fucking funny, by the way. So Kanye,
we will include it for the
it's
YouTube
not funny
watchers.
in the sense of Kanye was actually just trying to protect his girl, right? Respect to Kanye on this because basically his wife Bianca. Stop laughing, because I've got to try and tell this story without laughing. This can't be the orange segment part all over again, bro. Woo! So he was trying to find his wife Bianca, and basically they've been at this event situation walking in, and previously there's been this Oceanlea, stop laughing, it's serious. Previously, Bianca has said that she's been assaulted sexually by one of these twins. There's a set of twins, right? So Kanye's tried to defend his missus because he said, "Oh, there's that guy. He's the guy that's that guy that's sexually assaulted my wife." Respect. Guys, he's fucking walked up and punched him. He's punched the brother. They're twins and he's fucking punched the brother.
He's punched the wrong twin.
What a bastard. See, at that point, I wouldn't have cared. I'd have punched his brother and punched him anyway, if you know what I mean. If that's what he's defending her for, that's the situation and that. But I just thought, oh, Kanye gutter, mate. He's walked up, bang, fuck, and then turned around, bang, and he's probably been like that. Down, you bastard. Turned around and went, wrong one. Shit.
How are you meant to know about if they're twins?
I know. They're obviously identical twins, aren't they?
I know, and I'm sure they probably do look different before every cunt starts, but what I'm saying is you don't know that if you've met them once.
You're just knowing what they kind of look like, innit?
Did he know they were twins either? Because that must have been well confusing if he's punched somebody turned round and then he's in front of him.
I like that. What?
That Spider-Man meme.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, respect to you, Kanye. I hope you managed to hit a punch on the brother that actually did that. I hope you managed to bap him.
Is that the most Kanye shit you've ever heard?
No, mate, seriously.
Do you know, actually, didn't I hear you watch a TikTok the other day about how Bianca Sensori's parents want Kanye to come to Australia and explain why he's been dressing their daughter?
I don't think that's true though, because imagine that. Imagine. Right? Give fucking Kanye in the phone right now. Yeah, misso. I don't want to fucking hear it. Get her on the fucking phone right now.
Kanye.
Listen, you little fucking twit. You better get the fucking jet running and you better get your fucking ass down under, mate. I've got some serious words to have for you, mate.
You better take those $20 fucking Ugg boot rip-offs and get yourself down under, you little cunt.
I better hope you can fucking walk in them, mate, because you've got a lot of walking to do, mate.
Tell you what, I'll be hitting the right twin this time, you fucking big fucking idiot.
Oh, shit, I think I just remembered their mum and dad's are Italian, I think.
Oh, mamma mia. Get your ass down here, Kanye. You better get the down under so we can slap you about, eh? We will make sure we hit the right one, eh?
Anyway, no, I don't think that's true. I don't know, because she like was a bit provocateur anyway before it, but I just don't know. She could have been provocateur on her dad, and that might have been like that. Listen, nobody's seen anyway. Who cares? But now she's literally with Kanye West.
We're nothing but a bit of fucking floss.
I see that girl's titties more than mine.
No, genuinely.
Good for her though. She's absolutely gorgeous. But I just always think it's hilarious, right, guys? This is what I think is fucking hilarious. Do you know how, like, when these things are getting posted, and then see if this was like, for an example, what are you laughing at?
Kanye.
Kanye? Oi, yay, master, get your ass down here now. Aye, so what I think is hilarious, we see these like with Daily Mail and these publications, right? They'll post this lady literally fully in the scud, right? But like it's cause she's like a woman and cause she's like a celebrity, it's like cool. But then like, no, I'm not saying obviously just because she is visually appealing to the masses, like she still obviously get a lot of hate for that. But I just think it's like, see, like they'll post Sam Smith or like these things. It's like,
I was just about to
they'll
say,
post Sam Smith or they'll post like a transgender person or they'll post somebody that's a bit different that's doing the exact same thing, and then it's like a fucking problem. But like my problem is I just don't think anybody should be getting posted looking like that. Post that, of course, wear that, of course, but like see when it's like a newspaper publication or outlet like that, which is going to be read by basically all ages, like it's not.
Bro, it's not read by all ages. Often it's on the front page, so people walk past it and stuff without choice. Like it is just on your front page.
Exactly. Or like, do you know what I mean? Like so then there's the issue like kids, underage people, like or people that don't want to see it are then exposed to seeing that. But what I always find funny is it's the people, like this is the person who's in the picture, like say like the whoever it is that's in it, it's them that will get the hate for looking like that, even though they're an adult, they can wear it if they want, and never the publication, right, that will actually get like slaughtered saying like, why are you posting this type of content, like this content, because what you're doing as an adult is appropriate 100%, but this form of this platform or this publication or whatever is not. It's not appropriate for that type of thing, or at least it should be censored to a certain degree.
People don't have that ability to separate that by that point, because it's as if nowadays, once they've seen the headline, they feel the emotions anyway. Often they don't even read the article anyway. They just see the picture, see the headline, and feel that anger, feel that emotion, and then go and take it out from there. But at the same time, as you've just said, it's never taken out on the. It's never taken out on the publication to go, because I've not getting a second to get to that point of thinking.
Aye.
To go, wait, why am I even seeing you dressed like this?
And it's to have some sort of wall behind it first, to have some sort of like, like it's
they
just
don't get to that
there.
second thought of being able to think, wait, why am I seeing you like this? Anyway, regardless of who you are. So whether it's Bianca Sensori or however you say her fucking name, or Sam Smith, they feel that emotion first. So because they're attracted to Bianca, they'll get to that point, and because they hate Sam, they'll get to that point.
Exactly, because Bianca 100% has the right to dress and look like that, but people also have the right for them to not just have that like bashed in their face, like whenever they want. Like that's why like blocking things blocking is invented, like to block certain people and all that. But if it's coming from a publication like that, then you might enjoy the other 75% of their content. So why then you're like 25% of it is this type of thing that's like inappropriate, that shouldn't be getting posted? Like, why do you want to see it?
Yeah, but that's okay. It's just a shock
good
value
publicity
anyway.
for them though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And that's the thing at the end of the day, because they'll tell us then that it's trans people are trying to fucking do shit to your kids, gay people are trying to do shit to your kids, but we've literally had newspapers for years. I don't remember a single time anyone mentioned anything to do with the fact that Page 3 existed our whole fucking lives.
I know.
So I don't know if this existed in other countries. So we obviously grew up in the UK and Scotland. Page 3 was in the Daily Mail or the Sun. I think both of them.
You could literally just go. You could be any age. I would go at 5 years old, 4 years old, and go and buy it off the shelf for
buy it in the newspaper. On Page 3 was literally
like to go and give
a model,
dad or whatever.
a naked model.
Like literally 1, 2, 3, like it's there.
Never once.
Or it would have been 1, 2.
It was when you opened it, that page as Page 3, because the cover's page 1, the inside of the cover's page 2, then that one's page 3.
So like, how was that never spoken about?
So
that was always
once,
like displayed to children and all that.
Never once though were one of those models called a paedophile. They weren't.
Or a
Never
pervert,
once
like
were they
that.
called a pervert, a beast, nothing.
Or the
Never
publication
once
for
was
putting that just
yeah.
easily accessible there.
Never once was the Daily Mail trying to fucking indoctrinate kids,
Exactly.
or never once were they trying to sexualize
But
kids.
then
or
like
anything.
adult stars and adults or like LGBT people, trans people, whatever,
by
who
simply existing.
by simply existing or posting on platforms that actually have the settings, protection and privacy there to like
Yeah.
make sure that kids and underage people don't see
because
that.
that's
will
not their
get
fault that
absolutely
your
slaughtted.
kids are accessing that. That's
Aye.
your fault that your kids are
Well, it's the
accessing
same for
that.
instance, like see for like Instagram and all that, yeah, like Instagram and all that, you've got the children paying and accessible things and all that, like the
Yeah.
protection things.
Exactly.
But then also as well, like on Twitter, you cannot see like anything that's like explicit content and anything like that.
Unless you
you've
turn that setting off.
turn the setting off, yeah, and put your age in and all that and do all
Yeah.
that type of shit.
So if your kids have seen that at that point, that's your fault. But
Isn't
don't
that funny?
ever mention the fact that the newspapers and websites and all these places you're feeding off those shock factor articles. You never mention the fact that they're putting it in your kids' faces
it's
in the
so
first
funny.
place.
It's so weird how that's such a thing that gets talked about all the time now, and literally that happened all the time. Or things like Hooters and all that. Like my partner was telling me that like they would go to Hooters and all that, but like their parents and all that just for like food and all that. Like,
yeah,
what?
and just get served by overly sexualized women.
Or like when you would go on holiday and all that, and then you would just see like all like respect obviously to that, but like yeah, isn't it? Or there'd be like loads of like just there would be like no like
But it doesn't matter these days because
that would never get talked about.
No, it doesn't. But at that point in time, we also didn't live in. We didn't spend so much time on our phones constantly on apps that are completely fixed up by an algorithm that's there to provide us with shock
Yeah.
factor and provide us with things that we don't like, so that we interact with it. And unfortunately, people just aren't smart enough these days to separate that, and they just think that what they're reading online constantly is just the way real life
It's just
is.
happening all the time. It's
And
like,
that
you've
is
got to be
just
so-
not true.
Yeah.
And they think that everything they see must be really what's happening in this entire world. And it's like, you never thought to think that because you're
There's more
sitting
going on from
reading
that.
on those articles, because you're stopping to read that headline, the algorithm's feeding you more of it.
Yeah.
But you're not fucking switched on enough to even realise that, because
Or
you're
take
too
the
worried
time to
about
learn
the
that.
initial emotions you feel off reading that purposely staged shock factor article or fucking video or whatever it is. And it's just mental because we don't talk about the fact that when we were growing up, we were
All
a
those
lot,
things.
even the fact that it was nudie magazines, everything. I don't remember the last time I seen a fucking nuts
Well,
magazine.
like Babe Station, all those different types of things
Babe
as
Station,
well. All
all
the things
those-
you could just go on them, like no problem.
Yeah, and never once were any of those women ever called fucking pedophiles or anything like that for
Which
existing.
they obviously aren't, but like why
Of
is
course
like
they're not, so why is other people then branded
Yeah.
as the same thing for just existing? It makes no fucking sense.
So recently in the world of influencers, festivals, etc., Coachella just happened. Did you see that? It's not really as popular as what it used to be, in it no.
Nah, I actually feel like Coachella's definitely died.
I definitely, but it's not that. Apparently, now this is what I've been seeing. This is the controversy that's been happening on TikTok. All the influencers, people that are getting like all these people that we see and for years and years and years we've seen going, they're like, this is the best time ever. All these people have been getting paid to go, right?
Yeah.
And they all get everything sorted for them. They get the best trip of a lifetime to go, right?
And I also heard that they don't actually even go half the time.
And they get and the goss is that they're in the room. Sorry. The goss is that they're in the rooms, don't leave, this, that, and the next thing. So that's obviously spoiled it because everybody's like, oh my God, can't be fucked, this, that, and the next thing anymore. Because for them now, the concept is it's a job. It's no
Yeah.
longer this fun thing. Because then I've also seen this side of TikTok that is actually people that have saved up for months. They've maybe been like wanting to go for years with their friend. This is their moment. This is their time, Oceanlea, to go and fucking shine at Coachella. So I think in a sense, for people that are actually going and taking that time to like have that moment with their friends, and it's like they've built up that moment, I think it is really amazing for them. But I
Yeah.
think as an influencer being your job, I don't think it's like popping shit anymore, to be honest. I think they're over it. But what I think one thing I did see that I thought was like, oh, that's cool, was Tana was talking on the Cancelled podcast about her being sober. So she's been like sober now for like 4 months. California sober, like just like
yes.
you.
Go
So
on,
she's
Tan.
still obviously smoking the wacky backy, but she's not drinking anymore. And this is her first time going to Coachella, not drinking and all that. But she said she's still been enjoying herself. But what would you feel like? What's your thinking of that? Like, have you really been in any of those moments yet where you've still been
Nah.
enjoying it?
So, for me, look, I checked the Coachella lineup out for this year, and it was not happening for me. Like,
Yeah.
for how big Coachella's made out to be, just felt like such a mid-tier lineup. There were still some good people, all that kind of stuff, but it just didn't feel like it was what Coachella should be, like that impactful, like fucking the best of the best.
Do you think artists are getting paid good money? Like, I never really hear them talking about how much money people get paid for this, because
I've never heard.
as well, what I was getting my eyelashes done actually, right? So I was just talking about it with my eyelash tech, and as well, she was saying like there's so many people, like so many celebs actually go to just go as well, like so like even at the front line, like there's like Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, like
They will
Kendall
be
Jenner.
watching now rather than
They're all
going.
just watching.
Yeah.
So I think who is like, obviously we know guys that is massive pop stars and this that and happening just now, but are these people getting paid like enough money? Well, we've seen Ice Spice. She's obviously on the thing. She's like, there's $1 million set. So like she spent $1 million on her set, but like how much was she getting paid? How much is it like only maybe of the what's the budget looking like? Like I want to see finances. I want to see.
don't know.
Have they got big artist budget here? What's the smaller artist getting?
I don't know. I'm just wondering as well. Like, see nowadays, I don't know. We're not massive festival people, but a lot of the biggest artists do festivals now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And you're really getting coined for that art, because right now what we're seeing is a lot of
When
art.
they can make so much of their own money through brand deals, through their own tours, through their own this and that.
Well, that's the big thing that's happening right now is, right, artists are struggling. So obviously we're seeing there's loads of artists, right, on the internet. Guys, everybody can be an artist, like type of shit. Me included. Stream dream of my heart, bitch. So, but what a lot of the time is we're seeing like a lot of successful artists that are really good at actually making good music, but there's so much variety and choice in that now that they actually do rely on the brand deals, the partnerships, things like that to like be their source of income. It's not necessarily that they're making big bank off of their streams, because they're getting significantly less money for streaming these
By the
days.
time it's cut and cut and cut and cut.
What they used to get than if they were just selling like flat records and all that, which is a lot harder to do, but obviously the benefits were a lot better. So right now, I think, yeah, is it like are the artists even bring enough fan base sometimes to actually bring enough to Coachella for the Coachella to want them to be there? Do you know what I'm saying?
Because we're saying all this right, but we are still living in the day and age where Taylor Swift was apparently the first billionaire through just music and just touring.
Well, that's it. A lot of them are doing the Taylor Swift method right now, trying to go on their big tours. There's loads of artists going on tour the next few years.
Never-ending tours as well.
Exactly.
I feel like artist tours have get bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think it's because artists are finding it harder. Like they're trying to obviously prove themselves by doing these big tours to show they're capable as well. But I think also as well, there's not a lot of money going round in the sense of streaming that. They need to tour to actually make money, like with the ticket
dogs,
sales, with that, because
the merch, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I wonder then, is it hard just to even find the time to get to go and play Coachella these days?
No, literally. Well, Katy Perry, has she ever done Coachella?
I don't know.
Fuck
You're
knows.
asking the wrong person. Like,
I know, we don't know if she's ever...
Coachella's good, but like as in it's always been something to kind of keep an eye out for. But it's not as if like the stream was on this year and I've not watched anyone's stream.
Well, Katy Perry is coming back this year, guys. I think it's this year. She's basically been kicking it back. She's been out and about. Mama's been out, and she's like full rebranded. She's got back with that pure brown hair and all that. She's like really took it back to that moment where, do you know how like I always loved Katy Perry, guys. I've never hated her. Do you know what I'm saying? But do you know how when people really loved her back in the day when she had the brown hair, she looked the way she looked and all that. She's really looking like that again. Fuck knows how 15 years later must be like some crazy like children's blood or something type of shit.
Do you know what's so funny, right? Like baby gay stuff. See when I Kissed a Girl came out, I was always like, psych, no one knows.
No, literally.
No one knows.
No.
Kiss Girls.
Yeah, well, I was a bit confused. I used to be just singing it and go, I actually don't like Kissing Girls. No, I do like Kissing Girls.
But
sometimes.
isn't that funny how you just sing that song? I feel like so many people have probably sang that song like with like a little secret confession inside.
No,
they sing that song with fucking meaning.
Aye, well, see Katy Perry, she's been fucking out and at it on the red carpet. She's having like a wee bag and like she's been teasing it, says like KP6 on like a little scroll, KP6 top secret. So I think that's like 6th album Katy Perry thing type shit. But she looks like she's back at it. So I wonder if like the next few years we're going to see all the OGs, her, Lady Gaga, maybe, I don't know, like who else.
What, really try and do real big?
Well, I think they're
comebacks?
just going to come big, massive comebacks and just rebrand to like.
It's not as if they've disappeared.
Never
it's just
disappeared,
that
but
they've
they
chilled out
went,
a bit.
chilled out and done much different avenues and all that. Like Katy Perry's got a big shoe line popping apparently a bit in the
and
States.
Gaga's been acting for years.
Acting, House Labs is popping. Do you know what I'm saying? They're all doing the most. So I wonder if like that is going to keep on happening. Where we're going to see Katy Perry doing her shit because she's been looking good, Oceanlea.
I've not seen it, but she's always been looking good
She's
to me.
got like the wee fucking what are they called? Like the kind of gothic boots on.
I feel like
that.
people are getting hotter
No.
in general though.
No, she's looking good. By
Like,
the
I
way,
feel like everyone's getting better looking.
yeah. Well, I've seen loads of conspiracy theories. People talking about Christina Aguilera having different bodies because, like, different people because like body like doubles because like there's been like posts of her and she's like pure skinny and then like walking with somebody like I can't remember who it was but she was on a stage and she was like fucking skinny, man, right? Like nae hips, nae bum, no thighs, like where's Christina, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like the week after you seen her back being thick again. It was just kind of all confusing. So I'll try to say I don't think that's a clone, but I wonder because Christina Aguilera, I think she's back at it again too. Who else will we see?
These days,
Who
actually?
else is like a legend that was like no been about for a wee while that we're like, oh, maybe they'll just pop out of nowhere with one big one. Cardi, she's obviously going to drop hers, but apparently there's loads of gossip with
there's
Cardi
no point
B.
in ever talking about Rihanna coming back because she's just a tease. She's never.
She's
I
just
don't
a
think she's
tease.
ever come back to music.
I don't think she has either. She's probably like, why the fuck do I need to?
Yeah, do you know? Do you see when
Keep wearing my foundation.
See when she get paid that $6 million to go and do that one in India.
Oh, aye, for the wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was pissing myself at how much she did not give a fuck to be on that stage.
Nah, because they were still loving every bit of it, and she was literally just like,
she's like,
anyway, aye, Rihanna's no coming back. She's no at it. But I wonder who else could be the big moment in it. Lindsay Lohan, she's been back at it.
I was talking about her, I think.
Did we talk about Lindsay?
Did we speak about Lindsay?
I don't know if we spoke about Lindsay. Guys, Lindsay Lohan, but she's looking great.
Aye,
she's
back.
looking fucking
She had
amazing.
a little moment back in the day when she like first moved
back
to Dubai.
in the day, it
and all
happens
that.
to the besties, but she's got the Dubai man. She's got the lover.
She was my first fucking major crush. I love her. I love a ginger. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
she really is a trendsetter. Beautiful mama momento, and that
Yeah, but
literally
nah, she was unreal. Unreal. And she's
iconic.
back up and at it.
Iconic. Anyway, guys,
There you go.
it's been an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Should we wrap it up there?
Yeah, have we doing another episode today?
Yeah, I should think about it. I need to check the notes and see what else. Take a
Right,
moment
fair
and
enough.
come back to it, innit?
Anyway,
If you enjoyed this episode, it's been another episode of What's the Goss with Bebe, Oceanlea, Amadeus. It's us. We're here. We're queer. We're fucking hot, sexy, and sometimes people confuse our genders, and it's okay. If you enjoyed this episode,
whatever you need to be confident in your sexuality, babes.
exactly, whatever you need. If you have liked this episode, if you like us, give it a thumbs up, give us a wee subscribe, share us, talk about us, fucking do whatever you need to do.
Feel free to DM us. Just give us
give us some
suggestions
more
on that because people have been DMing anyway. So
Keep DMing.
yep, keep DMing. Nice chatting, guys.
Because one day we'll be too famous and we won't be able to talk to you all on DM. Love you guys. Bye-bye, driver.
Bye bye.
So I packed up my bags with a dream in my heart. A dream made for me with no clue where to start.